Good afternoon and welcome to the Rugby Sevens. Getting back to you again with a quick review on the Singapore Sevens with the weekend gone. And hopefully, we won't be taking too long today because last weekend my excuse is that I watched that much sport that I didn't actually see the quarters or the semis live, so I just had to watch highlights of that. I watched the final live. Other than that, it proved difficult. But in the future, hopefully, I'll prioritise. Well, I'm sure I will prioritise the sevens as long as it's not on it stupid o'clock every single time. But from the highlights that I watched, I got a lot of info off that. And again, as always, that HSBC website offers a lot of information on what on the weekend gone by in Singapore. So looks like New Zealand won again. That's 4 of the last 6 that they've won, and they take the top position on the table with 2 weekends left to finish off the calendar for the HSBC Sevens. So the finalists that were with him this time around were Argentina, and Argentina are the side that have won the other 2. So within the last 6, we'll say that Argentina and New Zealand have had full coverage on the winners. So as I mentioned, a great way to follow the sevens is through that HSBC app. So give a look there and you'll get all the information you need. If you're looking for like try scores, things like that, as I mentioned last week, you get it there. Alright. So the final itself was Argentina against New Zealand. It finished 17-19 to New Zealand, a little bit tighter than last week, but New Zealand seem to have that extra gear every time that they need it really. As good as Gonzalez and Manata and who's that other dude? I've actually got him down here. Iskra. They were all pretty shown very well in the tournament as it went on, but New Zealand, as I'm going to just tell you in a minute now, the team of the week will suggest that they've got endless players, it seems, at the minute with regards to Rugby Sevens, just to mention as well, Fiji finished 3rd this time around. They got their own back on Samoa. Samoa beat them early in the pool stages, the first game of the pool stages for both Samoa and Fiji. But Fiji got them 24-19 in the final, or in the 3rd and 4th, excuse me. And so Fiji getting that bronze medal again, so my team are keeping up pretty well. Ireland had a little bit more of a struggle this time around. They didn't they got 9th last time around. They didn't make the quarterfinals this time either, and not for the want of trying, obviously. Hopefully we'll have better tournaments in the near future. In fact, London is one that it was my first tournament watching a few years back, and I believe Ireland came to the final. They got to the final in that. They beat England in the semi-final. I remember like a last second conversion from the sideline got us to win that day. So that was the first time I actually started watching the sevens. But hopefully we can do a little bit better in London, which is up next. So quarterfinalists, just to quickly run through them. You had Samoa beating Uruguay 22-7. Uruguay would be, I suppose, the kind of surprise package this week or last weekend, rather than the weekend before in Hong Kong. You kind of had Spain in that quarterfinal, so I would suggest the Uruguay were the surprise package this time around. You had Argentina beating Australia 29-12. Fiji beat France 33-21. That was quite a good game by both the last 2 games, Fiji, Argentina and Samoa and New Zealand. Each of the quarterfinals really, the teams that got through were very impressive in each of the quarterfinals from the highlights that I could see. And then you had your semis. You had Fiji losing to New Zealand 10-19, a little bit more than last weekend, and Argentina beating Samoa 24-19. And as I mentioned, the third place playoff was Fiji beating Samoa 24-19 again, just by a single score. So just to quickly go through the team of the week again, I suppose, and kind of quickly go through the table. Then you'll see the table here actually when I'm complete. But the team of the week was Moneta, that former World Player of the Year from Argentina. He scored a wonderful try in the semi-final to seal that spot for the semis. So it's a big game player always, and anytime I watch him, I'm really impressed by his overall athleticism to get around the park, and good cardio and good pace, really good pace. He sometimes actually like just grubber kicks it forward and then just chases after that thing and seems to always get there. Iscaro was the other Argentina guy, or Argentine. It wasn't, Gonzalez didn't make it this week, even though he did play well himself. I'm going to try a little pronunciation here for one of the Samoans who made it. Nui Levia. Gonna have to check that one again, I think, guys. Talafolo with Fiji. The C is pronounced like an F, so I know that this week. So we're improving bit by bit every time. But Talafolo of Fiji, he's that tall guy that stretched out really well to get one of the tries. Showed for an offload and then actually went over and scored a try himself with the stretch. So like go gadget arms. But he's really impressed me anytime I've watched Fiji. He seems to be the go-to guy. He seems to be able to hold the ball without too much pressure, able to offload it, etc. So within New Zealand, they actually got 3 players this time around again, but the difference is these are 3 different players. So that'll tell you 6 of the New Zealanders have been on the team of the weeks the last 2 weeks. New Zealand are pretty impressive these days at the minute. So you had Leo, who scored a big try in the final, and he bumped off Moneta actually from Argentina. That was a hell of a try actually. And Molina, who participated in his 50th tournament, sevens tournament. He's pretty much a veteran of the whole thing. And Ware of New Zealand, that finishes off the team of the week. So 2 Argentines, 3 New Zealanders, 1 Samoan and 1 Fijian. So next round, which is preliminary round, it's the prelims next, so it's in London after that. But that's located in Toulouse, and that's going from the 12th to the 14th. So we'll be catching up with you that time, and I think I'd probably, we're getting to know the players a little bit more every time. I even know a couple more in Fiji now. You've got Moisamo, and you've got the Bakura. So I'm starting to pick it up, starting to kind of recognise the guys and become familiar with it all. So hopefully by London it might be more comprehensive sort of roundup of the whole thing, rather than this kind of just quick letting you know the scores. Now I don't like going through stats too much, because I feel like a lot of stats can be got online anyway, and I'd rather give more of an opinion. So that's what I look to do in the future. And as I say, I think the Toulouse one would be more time friendly for me, so we should be able to fit in, as I was saying earlier or previously, a live stream if we want to, and maybe a little bit more time spent on actually taking notes for myself to view the games, and I give you my own opinion a little better as time goes on. But for now, that's it. And as I say before I leave you, that's the table. We've got New Zealand on top and Argentina are going second. Fiji in third place at the minute. So maybe they will hold out France, but let's see. Just wanted to throw that out before I let you go. Right, and that's it from me for now. Take care, everyone, and until next time, we'll talk to you again soon. Take care.